Before we begin today's video, please excuse my English and my accent as I am not the best, and also because this is my very first commentary video. Cut me some slack, alright? Don't go too hard on me in the comments. Hey, hi! Thanks for clicking on my video. To the 2 people still watching, even though my channel is pretty dead. In case you couldn't tell by now, yes, this degenerate Stone Age caveman voice does belong to me. 10 out of 10 voice review, I know. Today's gonna be a bit of a different video, as you can already tell. No .exe video with tons of edits, but a commentary gameplay video to find out if we can beat Resident Evil 5 pistol only. Spoiler, you can't. Thanks for watching. In some cases, we had to use weapons that weren't pistols. I played with a good friend, Dunsnub. I'll link his Twitch in the description. Gotta give credit where credit is due to him. He really helped me out, make this a lot more fun. Plus, this was his idea basically. If you have any doubts if we at any point used any other gun except pistols, and if we cheated or anything, you can check his Twitch out because he streamed it all live. Now, before I finish with this overly long intro, please subscribe, like, share, ring the bell, dislike, unsubscribe, throw your PC out the window and take your keyboard and shove it up your... Okay, now that's out of the way, let's get started. The rules are simple. Highest difficulty, we are allowed to use 1 pistol, knives and grenades. We are not allowed to use a stun rod to make it harder for ourselves, and we aren't allowed to upgrade our capacity to get easy ammo. The game begins with an epic cutscene montage of the bad guys giving someone the Plagas and the BSAA getting ready. Chris Redfield, aka Mr. Biceps, man. I mean seriously, look at those guns. Drives to Africa to find the baddest guy of all bad guys, Irwin. On the way, he gets a new partner, Sheva, because his old partner, Jill Valentine, spoiler, died.
My name is Sheva Allen.
After seeing the African Plaga in all glory, Sheva getting molested, and finding tomatoes 45% off. Seriously, what a deal. It got a cop, not gonna lie. After spending a good 10 minutes trying to find the tomato store, we find a guy giving us pistols, but bitch please. We already had ours, so we didn't pick them up. A little while later we encountered our first enemy. We obviously destroyed him and moved on, no big deal. To impress my friend, I jumped out of the 2nd story window and I landed like a ninja through glass. It didn't seem to impress him and only aggravated the enemies, so we made a run for it. Inside we found some comically large axes and hunted rats. It was fun. Now we reached a house where we were able to see the execution of our ally.
Wow! Incredible!
After we got spotted, they attacked us, and we played a game of defend the house, which didn't take long until the big boy himself broke the fence for us to pass through. To be completely honest, we had such little ammo that this took us a lot of tries, but we managed to get it eventually with no ammo remaining, by just running like pussies. Finally, after like 10 minutes, a helicopter blew up the gate so we could continue. At this spot, I have to say, there was an option for a new gun, the Uzi. But these damn rules. So I wasn't allowed to pick it up, I just moved on. After we finally got through the gate, there was a small town with some enemies. In the highest difficulty we are almost always one shot, but we managed to kill all zombies here too. I'll skip forward to the next mini boss on the stage, which is a woman who got kidnapped but forced the Plagas down her throat. Normally when she dies she goes into like a next stage kind of thing with a real Plaga stage, where her head explodes and a huge tentacle comes out, but me and my friend have seen enough hentai to see where this is going, so we just shot her in the knee until she went down and broke her neck. This won't allow her to turn into the Plagas, and it's always an insta-kill. After she died, more tried to attack us, but us, we were professionals at being idiots, so we flew through this as well. We managed to finally get another BSAA team, but found them all dead, except one who gave us information on the whereabouts of Irwin. After Sheva spotted a dude running away, we kept pushing on, finally met our first proper boss. It was a piece of cake. Because conveniently there was a big boy oven nearby and we just lured him in there, got him inside and burned him like 3 times. And then he transformed in his final stage, ready to kill us. It was impossible. He just transformed into a dead guy. That was easy. On his corpse we found the key to finally move on to the next stage. Irving and his bodyguard seen us through a camera and escaped to the coal mines behind some trains. Chris and Sheva got told to keep pursuing him even though they have no backup. They do it even though they know it's a suicide mission. It was easy, we got an S and A rank. My boy is cracked at Resident Evil. Now we get to the good part. Your boy Phoenix finally found out how to record and the clips aren't laggy. How epic! After battling some more guys, we encountered some cute puppers. Look at him, a little baby. Look at the big baby. Oh, not so cute now, huh? His fucking head splitting open. Then we encountered even something worse. Puppers and a big guy. We had to think a little bit about this one because usually you just shotgun him in the face and he'd back up and put his fists up. But a few rounds of our trusty pistol will do. All of a sudden, a truck tried to run us over, but coincidentally, there were some explosive barrels placed there too, as if Capcom placed them there for us to shoot and avoid this hazard. Oh wait. After defeating a few more dogs in the sewers, and a big guy in the house after getting the key like they waited for us to pick it up just to charge at us to die, another helicopter helped us out and fought more bad guys. Chris used his big biceps to yeet me across the other building to open a closed door on his building to move on. Then finally, after all those years it happened. The chainsaw guy. He appeared and after a few deaths, because it takes 9.3273487 years to pull out a fucking spray made of weed to heal me. Later we finally defeated him. Okay, now hear me out. QuickTime events are cool now. But when I have my sausage fingers on WASD and it tells me to press F and C in 1 second, fam, I ain't making that in a million years. So we QuickTime evented our way through zombies on bikes and found out Jill might actually still be alive. Oh wow, didn't see that one coming. Here was our first big oh no moment. We had to fight 5 or 6 dogs. 3 guys with crossbows and some normal guys, and didn't have enough ammo, so we decided to wing it and just charge through. Another moment was a few seconds later we encountered another Plagas. But again, we just broke his necks to insta-kill him, not let him transform. Once again, we had no bullets, so we had to use our knives with this tunnel fight. There were crossbow zombies and they had the high ground, but I was the chosen one. So we just again bolted through the enemies because we had no ammo to spare. We finally found Irving and had his stare off. It got so awkward. And his dollar store knockoff Batman bodyguard saved him with a smoke bomb. Here's one of the hardest moments of the run. No ammo, crossbow guys, normal guys, and dynamite throwing guys. There were so many. It took us quite a long time, but we finally got through. You guessed it. Another boss fight. Yay! A zombie drove a truck. Inside was a monster who was being a silly billy, so he knocked it over and game ended himself. Nice little pyrocynical reference. And out came a scorpion, bat, whatever the hell that is hybrid. After a lot of missed quick times to dodge attacks later, and it tripped and fell down the mountain. This is when a random dude pulled up in his swagger wagon to pick us up to bring us to our next big boss fight. But before this, we had to use mounted machine guns. There was no way around this, we had to use these, so I guess this mission failed, huh? First gun usage. How sad. But we continued on, if you want to count this as a loss, do. But we didn't get discouraged by this at all. We finally arrived at our scheduled boss fight, where we still had to use LMGs and bet him first try. Mainly because the QuickTime events for dodging were for Chris, who was played by my buddy Don, and he was cranking, so obviously we won. After he finally told Sheva what's up, we get to play the Nightmare mode. You have to play through the entire game and buy a DLC to play this, but it's worth it because it's pretty fun. We start off by going back to the mansion of the first game to find Wesker after solving some really hard puzzles, which include pulling a lever and then finding a lever to pull it to go into a new room, to pull more levers. My boy found a sweet Easter egg. If you interact with the door 3 times, you get the camera angle of the first few games. Sadly, it's kind of broken, as when you aim down sights, you aim not where you want to aim. Destroying some doors later, I got to play a sweet song on the piano. But to make it harder, guess what? Quick time events! Didn't see that one coming, did you?
That is
This
not
opens the door for Chris to get a thing to put it into a door. To open it, only hard puzzles in Resident Evil 5's, guys. So after retrieving the object, I found my baby boy, the hack-slinging slasher. He followed us to the piano room, and running from him with this camera angle is a little difficult. After escaping, I turned my camera back to normal and we used the thing to get more things. Almost became a Jill sandwich and went into the basement to find more hack-slinging slashers. We killed 3 or so of them with no problem and continued to get more plates, 4 more doors as the usual, just to screw it all to fall into a pit and lose all our stuff. We had to make an epic gamer maneuver to win. You can guess 3 times what we had to do. Of course, the only puzzle Resident Evil 5 has: find the thing, put the thing in the right place, then use the thing to kill the slashers. On the last one, we even got 2 with 1 go. We were so proud of ourselves. We finally got back up to where we fell down and found 2 pistols. Finally, Wesker. An epic fight broke out. It took us several tries not to fanboy over him. I mean, just listen to his voice, ability, and look at that sexy guy. Rawr. I'm straight, by the way, I swear. So, after lots of simping, Chris nearly died, but Jill threw herself out the window with Wesker, and that's how she supposedly died. Obviously we got an S rank, cause we're pros. We went onto my rented speedboat I got from my mommy, and as you can probably guess, we had to use the boat, cruise around the swamp, to, you guessed it, fight dudes, get 4 or 5 things to open a door, and move on to keep hunting for Batman 2.0 in Irving. It's pretty boring, so I'll just fast forward through it. Okay, so now we will have to fight 2 big guys, and some little boys. This will be extremely hot. Oh wait, they're dead. Boom! Kill more guys, use the thing to open door, nothing new. Use quick time to dodge attack again, nothing new. But then we had to kill more bad guys and fight not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 2 chainsaw guys. Yeah, I lied about 2, so what? Sue me. We didn't have enough ammo, so we ignored them and just breezed through. We found Josh again, the guy from earlier. We had to defend him while he uses his epic hacker skills to hack the elevator. It was easy until another chainsaw guy came, but we again just pussied out. We finally found the scumbag Irving and his Batman weirdo, but both got away. Then we had to epically get away because the island is going to explode. But again, ammo was scarce, so we obviously just ran to the other side of the dock to Josh, who had secured the boat, and we chased Irving. We got to 2 more blockades in the water and pulled some levers to get through. Nothing special, but here's where the shit really hits the fan. We narrowly missed to hit Irving's boat, and Chris headshots the only guard from a moving boat with 100% accuracy. We were ready to put this guy into cuffs, but then he pulled out a new virus, the Ouroboros, and he injected himself. He decided he wants to become a tentacle hentai monster, so he became one. Now here's the second non-pistol usage. We had to use LMGs and grenade throwers to defeat the monster, so I guess second gun usage. Mission failed again, but we still decided to continue onward because we're pros. Or because we played this game 4 times through. I really couldn't tell you. Anyway, we killed him. He told us our answers lay ahead and died before laughing at Chris. We got to the cave where there was a secret umbrella lab where Jill might be held captive. So we ninja-like moved around spiders and got to a laggy part. Okay, look, my CPU's trash and I'm getting a new one soon, I hope. Recording goes heavily on my CPU. I'm a 17-year-old student. I have no money. Anyway, We now have to Indiana Jones style run from boulders and unnecessarily jump over each other. It looks cool, but it's kind of dumb if you think about it. Go to the thing, pull thing, open new path, and go to the next, pull it. So I'll just skip through this. Same as the sun death rays. Move on to get 3 things, open door, move on. Boring. I would just like you to know I skipped over an hour of gameplay to keep up the pace of the video. Up to this point it has taken us 3 days of recording and 2 days of script writing and at least a week of editing. This video was so long to make, the hardest and most time consuming video. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I'm literally begging. Fuck it, I'll steal Oompavil's begging section. Comment a caption on this image and you'll be in the next video. Please subscribe now. And we found some liquors and made our way through it with ease. And before long found ourselves in front of our new boss. Our new boss spider. Defeating it is easy. Shoot its elbow knee thing. L knee. Then it'll bow to you because you're such a badass, and then shove a grenade down its throat. 3 times and it's a free win. We find out Jill is not in this facility and make our way through zombies that have guns now and run through liquors. They don't have eyes and only hear, but as soon as we walked past the first it attacked us. Because we didn't have the ammo to kill them all, we had to wing it again. Get onto some construction belt moving thingies. And we finally got to meet Excella with her huge, amazing personality. And now her bodyguard, after brutally murdering Irving, scuffed Batman and fighting Ouroboros with a flamethrower. Non-pistol usage number 3. I wish I could show you more of this fight as it took a good 30 minutes. But it also got laggy here, so we used explosive barrels and a flamethrower and shoot its weak spots to kill it. The main reason this took so long is because we didn't have enough ammo. We had to restart a few times when we got no ammo from the boxes. After flaming it and shooting and exploding it, we finally killed it and it turned into mush. Alright, you just hit the second half of the video. Thank you so much if you're still watching, and I'm seriously sorry that you had to listen to my yesterday's old boring and tired me. I'll try and be a little more enthusiastic this time. I know I stopped the video once already, but I just really want to say how grateful I am for 21 subscribers. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a room full of people who said, yeah, I could watch more of this idiot, and decided to get notified when another video comes out. Seriously, thank you. We continued our hunt for scuffed Batman, Wesker and Excella, but not before sitting in the chair a dead guy sat in to assert dominance. Great angle here by the way, Capcom. Like, I'm wearing a fucking skirt and I lift up my leg. Perfect game design. We leave the area and find more enemies, bug thingies, and another big guy. This was a little challenging because again, we had no ammo, so we had to run through all these guys, either ignoring them or knifing them. It was a little difficult as there was another Plagas, but we got it. Now this part usually took us several tries. A moving platform and enemies with guns. Because of this challenge, we were more careful and got it first try. Another usually really hard part is where Dom had to push a thing out of the way and I had to distract a ton of lickers. Usually one person will push the obstacle and the other would snipe the lickers off the wall. But we had no sniper or ammo, so we just ran through again. First try, surprisingly. I really thought that this would be impossible and the challenge would be over. But no, a boss fight that would usually be first try took us over an hour and a bit. So after some pushing and distracting lickers, Dom lowered the bridge and we made a run for it. We finally meet Wesker and he reveals that Jill is actually scuffed Batman. What an M. Shyamalan twist. She attacks us mercilessly, but we knock her out in seconds. Now we could either fight Wesker and Jill or just survive for 7 minutes. Because 7 minutes is all I can spare. We actually wanted to fight Wesker, but ended up just getting stuck on corners and running away, wasting 7 minutes until he super speed run away like a pussy. Wesker left us, so now we had to fight Jill. After a little more molesting and shooting her bug that controls her, we finally managed to rip it off, and she became Jill again. Wesker, being the little pussy he is, fled to his ship with Excella, but we got on board and killed everyone there, even the usually bugged out guard that just stays on top of the crane that just wouldn't fall down. But he actually fell down and turns into this weird big thing. But once again, if you shoot his knee, he falls onto the ground, you break his neck, it's all good. He just dies. Excella appears and she seems to be betrayed by Wesker. She got infected by Ouroboros by Wesker, and again, because Capcom loves hentai, she grows tentacles and uses the dead bodies to grow magnificently. We had to go through a boat, avoid more tentacles, and fight some seemingly dead corpses. On the roof we found a satellite controlled laser RPG thing gun and had to use it against Excella. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll skip most of the boss fight because we failed so many times. Not as many times as the last mission though. We died 38 times. So it took us a good hour to finally beat Excella. Then we took a little break because I got really tilted because I pressed F and C to dodge the tentacles. But no, but apparently it didn't. Fuck this, man. I love this game. 10 out of 10. The boat is about to explode and it's on fire. I one-tap this guy and this guy gets incinerated and we open a gate. A bunch of insect dudes came that killed me way too many times than I want to admit, and two big guys with LMGs came, but we had our own LMG, so we made quick work of them. Finally, Wesker. Again. We had to dodge attacks, shoot him, turn off the lights because this idiot wears sunglasses at night, but they look cool, so it's all good. So we had to shoot him while he was going off to the other person so he wouldn't dodge our gunshots, and then give him an epic combo. He went on about destroying the world and overpopulation and only the strong survive. So I shut him up. There was a rocket launcher we were able to use to make this easier, but it wasn't a pistol, so we agreed not to use it. We managed without it, and even though we had literally 0 ammo. So after knocking his sunglasses off, he tripped and we injected him with orange juice. Cause fuck apple juice, gang, am I right? He pulled a sneaky one on us and jumped on his plane, but Chris, being Chris, ran after him, managed to pull himself up with one arm and pull Sheva up with one arm. After yet another badass fight scene with more quick time events, we managed to inject him with soup to annoy Call Me Kevin. We opened the back of the plane and Sheva nearly sacrificed herself because Wesker grabbed her foot before falling. To make shit even more dramatic, the plane crashed into a volcano and we had to run and trip and spam F for 2 minutes to get away from him. But he catched up, so Chris punched, yes, you heard me right, punched a boulder to get Sheva across. And finally, the final boss fight. Shoot his back, shoot his heart, then jump him and knife his heart even more until the ground breaks for some dumb reason. Wesker falls into lava, blah blah blah. Josh and Jill rescue us with a helicopter, but Wesker had one last pathetic try. At pulling down the helicopter, so Chris and Sheva used rocket launchers to literally blow his head off. The rocket goes through his head, blows him up, and the lava around him. Overkill much? Then the credits roll and we've beaten Resident Evil 5 pistol only. It was a tough 3 days, but fun. We did have to use guns that weren't pistols 3 or 4 times, so you can't technically beat it pistol only, but we did it anyway. This concludes this challenge. Thanks for watching. For anyone who's interested in the future of this channel, I will probably upload a Resident Evil 6 pistol only with Dom, so go watch us live on his Twitch. I'm working on another big project. I'm not sure if I'll be able to upload it as it might be too hard to pull off, but if I do, it'll be worth watching, I promise. If you want to see us live playing Resident Evil 6, go follow Dom's Twitch, sexy_man. And please subscribe and share this video for more content. It'll help out this channel grow, and I really want to hit 30 subscribers. Hopefully I will upload the Resident Evil 6 video before next month ends, because Resident Evil 6 is like twice as long as Resident Evil 5. And I will probably upload a Dead by Daylight video in between, either an EXE video or a JRM style DBD video. So in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and because Oompavel's old outro music is not being used anymore, I'll use it as a memoriam, and I'll see you in the next video. Tschüss.